All right, well, let me get started here pretty soon. Ooh, got the disco music. Put my microphone back on. I switched stream deck screens there. Got where my mute button was. But if you can't tell already, I don't have the best of voices and still don't feel the best. So probably not going to be talking a whole lot. So got the camera off for this stream, but we'll see. It's just when I start talking, that's when I start feeling like I need to cough. So I do feel well enough to be able to, pull off a stream, but I don't know how much banter I'll be able to do. But we're just kind of enjoying the story anyway, so let's just kind of get into it. Now, I don't remember where we are at. Did we have to travel to Hutta? Yeah, that's the only thing we got to do is travel to Hutta, which we have our own ship now. We looking like a couple bounty hunters. Mako's looking good. I'm looking good. Let me send off my droid to go get some stuff done. Then we'll head off to Hutta.
Excellent. I was just wondering what I could do to please you.
But yeah, I'm going to have to mute myself every couple minutes just to cough. So I figured I'd just have the camera off. Where are we at? Bounty hunter, we're right here. I came back to the fleet just so that I could get some crew skills added and leveled up, so that way while we're doing stuff I can do that. So anyway, off to Hutta. Hopefully everybody's doing pretty good. Hopefully strong start to your work week. I forgot it was a whole spring forward fall back thing. I left the house knowing I was, on time for work. And then I got in my car and I thought, am I even earlier than I thought? Wow. And I got to work and I was like, no, I forgot it was daylight savings on Sunday. So back to Hutta. Hutta is where it all began. So we'll see some familiar sights, but we'll be able to, in the way the game first came out, you'd be overpowered at this point, but it kind of scales you down. But we have lots more, a bigger arsenal in our repertoire. We also have better weapons, so that carries over. But I also need to put on my XP bonus. I should have done my class mission bonus. That's what I should have done. Crap. Let's see here. I need to break these down, I think. Wish I could just... Can I just click? Yeah. There we go. Deconstruct. I think I've already got the better versions of these, but... Oh no, I didn't. I got 2 new schematics. What I have on is better anyway, because I'm just starting off doing the the cyber tech
Master,
profession.
I deliver to you something beyond perfection. You
But,
deserve nothing less.
however, at some point, it
I will
may actually
perform according to your
give us a
exacting
pretty good boost
specifications,
for
Master.
not only our enhancement and modules, but also I think our earpiece as well. If I can get that leveled up fast enough, we'll see. Sorry about the erratic camera motion. I forgot where I was. I was like, where is the entrance? But hopefully you're doing pretty good, Banana. I noticed that you pinned the message. I appreciate that. I had some trouble with YouTube. I started it and then it said they called it my Titan Quest stream for some reason. I'm like, that's not right. So I had to stop that one, delete those because they had been on for about a minute or so. I didn't want any confusion. I didn't want anybody coming in saying, hey, look, how come the stream's only a minute long? And then I had to wait for it to reset, and then I was able to do the a new stream. So a little bit delay on the Twitch side, but I think I got YouTube working now.
Nemro really is full of surprises. I mean, for an backstabbing slob, who'd have thought his palace could be so...
Krista said you'd be coming by. I was so relieved to hear the Mandalorians weren't sending a stranger. Before I tell you what I know about this auction, I need to ask for a favor. There are bound to be some really nasty people at this auction, so please keep my name out of this. I don't want to put my family in jeopardy.
Don't worry, I won't be doing a lot of talking.
Thank you. My family means everything to me. I discovered the auction through one of Nemro's business associates. We were settling an account, and he asked if Nemro would be participating. I pretended I knew what he was talking about. That's how I learned about the slicer and the list.
Is this someone you're familiar with, or was he a new face?
I know almost nothing about the slicer, just that it all sounds legitimate. The auction's taking place here in Jakuna. The slicer left these details for Nemro. I hope they help. It should have already started. Please let me know how it goes. I won't be able to sleep otherwise.
Perfection delivered, Master. We are not responsible for missed departures. State your destination. All vehicles leave on time. There are others waiting. Move along.
Sorry, this is what I was talking about. In the background, I was just a little bit of pausing here because I've been sneezing. It might have passed, but I'm going to mute myself just in case.
trust her.
You ain't listening. I don't want the whole list. I just want to know if my name's on it.
An excellent point. What if we're only interested in certain names?
I'm sure we could come to some arrangement. That's what this auction is all about.
How about I just bleed you nice and slow, and then take the list from your cold, dead hand?
Looks like you're in way over your head.
Hey, chuff sucker. Sit down and shut it, or you're dead.
Look, everybody calm down. This list is encrypted. I die, and nobody gets it.
I say we kill this worm and get another slicer to crack the pad.
Suits us fine.
No!
Start talking. How'd you get this list?
Some guy said he was a Mandalorian. He got me the codes to break in. Said I could sell the names and make a fortune.
I want a name.
I never met the guy. I got contacted via holo. He kept his face hidden and disguised his voice. He said targets assigned to Taro Blood were off limits. Maybe he has money on this Blood guy winning.
Or Taro Blood gave this slicer the list.
We have to expect Taro to pull some stunts like this.
That man has lived way longer than he has any right to.
That'll help you find him, right? I've told you everything I know. Please, just let me go. I'll never talk about that list again. I swear.
Who else knows the contents of this list?
Nimro's paymaster, Judah, helped me arrange the auction. She has another copy. I agreed to split the profits with her 50-50. In fact, with everyone here dead, Judah's the only one left who knows about the list. Please, let me go.
You have to disappear. Forever. Got it?
No one will know I even existed.
Again, I apologize for not being too talky, but sorry. I just, my voice can't sustain it. And since we are doing mostly a lore playthrough or a cinematic playthrough, I mean, I just have to kind of lean into it today. But there will be other days where I do talk a lot more, perhaps annoyingly so. But appreciate y'all bearing with me while I just kind of get through this. That's one thing I've noticed ever since the pandemic that shall not be named. I take forever for my lungs to heal. I don't know what it is. It's like I'll get better, but it takes forever for me to. Sometimes I've lost my voice for, weeks at a time, and I never had that issue before, and even now, like I said, I feel fine. I don't have a fever. I don't have any issues. It's just my cough. I can't get rid of my cough. So it causes me to have a very sore throat. So, apologize, but I appreciate y'all hanging around with me.
You're back. I was getting worried. Was everything taken care of?
I know what you did. Let's make this quick and easy.
It's not what you think, I swear. I'm the one who called the Mandalorians, remember? I didn't know about the Great Hunt list. All I knew was that Billiken had some valuable information and needed help finding buyers. He gave me a taste. He told me we'd split the profits. I didn't learn what the list was till later.
If you'd come clean first, I'd be able to trust you now.
Please understand. I only did it to pay off my mom's gambling debts. We're no better than slaves to Nemro. Here, this is the only other copy of the list that I know of. And unless you left anyone alive in that auction, no one else knows about it. Just, please, keep my name out of this. I tried to make it right.
Your secret's safe with me, but don't think I've gone soft.
Thank you. You don't know what this means to me.
Take care of yourself, Judah. Maybe we'll visit on better terms next time.
You'll always be welcome here. Good luck in the Great Hunt.
Glad to see you in one piece, Hunter. Is that auction dead and buried?
What auction? I don't know of any auction.
That's what I want to hear. Seems the Huntmaster was right about you. Talk to me. This was more than a grab and shoot. Did you find out how that slicer got the list?
All signs point to blood. His targets were the only ones not on the list.
If that's your only proof, it's fairly circumstantial. Best keep those accusations to yourself. Taro's pretty influential among my people. We've got the target list back. That'll have to do for now. Thanks for taking care of this, Hunter. It was good doing business with you.
Your targets on Tatooine and Alderaan ain't gonna kill themselves. Go get 'em, pronto!
Destination? Enjoy your stay.
Well, this place looks lively. I guess the Imperials have something that passes for fun after all. Remember Lord Daka? The Altakas announced his triumphant return home from harrowing captivity. He's already being asked to travel and talk about it.
Wonder exactly how much he'll tell about his little adventure.
Might have to pick up a recording and find out. So, I've been wondering what kind of people put classified government doodads in their kids' heads. Figured there had to be something in the official records I could dig up.
Don't suppose you found something worth some credits.
I wish. Nothing came up in official channels. Means I probably wasn't born on the smuggler's moon. But I figure someone in Nar Shaddai's gotta remember them, right? Just have to keep asking.
You must have some notion who they were.
No, but I like to imagine they're smugglers, tragically shot down hauling a cargo of illegal gizkas.
Illegal gizkas. I keep telling y'all, gizkas are pretty prominent in KOTOR in this game. And you even see a little gizka in the Fate of the Old Republic's trailer that they did at the Game Awards show. It's very brief, but you see one. So, I don't know, they just got this thing for gizkas. They're not, like, everywhere, but you see them often enough. Oh, okay. I was waiting for my cool. I wanted to talk to her at the cantina while my cooldowns came back. So now let's go back to our ship, and then we'll go to either Alderaan or Tatooine. I'm thinking Tatooine. Yeah, I'm thinking Tatooine.
Uh-oh, Krista's calling on an emergency channel. Better patch her through.
Finally, you're some hard critters to pin down. Ignore my recording for Tatooine, Hunter. Everything's changed. That slicer selling the Great Hunt list started a trend. Somebody told your target he was a marked man. Naturally, he decided to make himself scarce.
That made my day.
If you don't hustle, he'll disappear, and you'll be out of the Great Hunt. You're after Tiresias Loci, a scoundrel who's been on the galaxy's most wanted list forever.
The Tiresias Loci? That smuggler cheated the Hutt Cartel, Exchange, and Black Sun gangs out of a fortune.
And he's been buying himself out of trouble ever since. 2 days ago, your rival bounty hunter shot down Tiresias' ship over Tatooine, but then lost him in the desert.
Got any intel on this other hunter?
Already told you everything the Huntmaster lets me. Focus on Tiresias, and you'll surely bump into him. The good news is Tiresias is Deveronian. He shouldn't be hard to spot.
That's true. I've seen 2 Deveronians my whole life. They've got red skin and 2 big horns on their heads.
Talk to the spaceport traffic control droid at Mos Illa. Find out if any Deveronians have been through there recently.
Tatooine is a giant desert. Not many places to hide.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Tatooine's a lot more than sand and sun. Tiresias has a reputation for being slippery. When you catch him, better hold on tight. Good luck, Hunter. Krista out.
Yeah, the YouTube keeps dinging me for like these songs in between because they're not very loud, but they're very they're assigned to movies like 1, 2, and 3 specifically. So it picks up on these like little tunes and it says, oh, well, it's owned over here, John Williams or this or that, and then I always dispute it and I always get it turned around, but it's a bunch of little noises here and there that it picks up and tries to demonetize the video.
The Exchange is trying to smuggle Imperial weaponry off-world. We must put a stop to this.
Hey, thanks. Okay. Not a good sign. Maybe we should keep a profile.
Freighter Minoc Fodder 62009er, please stand by for landing clearance.
I'm looking for a Deveronian named Tiresias Loci. Got any record of him?
Scanning databanks. One moment, please. Records indicate only one Deveronian present at the spaceport. A merchant named Gellar Roing.
Bet you anything Gellar Roing is an alias for Tiresias Loci.
Where can I find this Deveronian merchant?
Gellar Roing's vessel is awaiting departure clearance in Docking Bay 64. Do you wish for me to contact him?
Where'd this guy get his starship?
The vessel was purchased today from a Rhodian bounty hunter. Unfortunately, the transaction record is incomplete. If you hurry, you might catch him.
Leave everything to me, Master. I will not disappoint you.
How long can it take to get departure clearance from this lousy spaceport? Stupid locals. You look lost, friend. Can I help you?
They said you'd be hard to catch, Loki. Guess they were wrong.
I'm afraid you're mistaken. I'm Gellar Roing, speeder salesman from Nar Shaddaa. If you're in the market, I have great deals on the new T9s. Unfortunately, I'm a bit rushed. Look me up on Nar Shaddaa, won't you? The name's Roing. That's R-O-I-N-G.
You're not going anywhere, smuggler.
Easy now. Don't get excited. This is a simple misunderstanding. Shoot, you fools!
Okay, give me 1 second because I lost my my uppercut ability here. Power tech. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where did it go? Rocket punch. There it is. Okay. I think it was this one. Jeez, I hate it when it, because I didn't unlock anything. I don't know why it was unlocked there, and so as I'm pressing buttons, I must have dragged it off somehow. So anyway, bear with me. Technical issues.
Stop. I surrender. I got no loyalty to that scum. He left us here to die. The pay is great, but he never said we'd go up against anything like you.
What are you making for this job?
10 times our usual rate. He was desperate. Now I know why. I don't want any more trouble. I'll tell you everything I know. The Deveronian said a bounty hunter shot down his starship. He walked across the desert to reach Mos Illa. Blasted lucky he made it.
Did he say where he abandoned his starship?
No, but he wanted us to help get it running again. That plan changed real sudden-like, though. This bounty hunter caught up to us. Nasty little Rhodian. Before we could draw blasters, the Deveronian cuts a deal. Not only did he buy off the bounty hunter, he convinced him to sell his own starship.
Where did the bounty hunter go after selling his ship to Tiresias?
The Rhodian's celebrating with a private party at a club outside of town. He's thrown around credits like sand.
I cross-referenced the ship's registration with known Rhodian bounty hunters. Found your rival. Vibu Lunx. Deadly accurate with a blaster, but has a reputation for laziness. I'm surprised he made it this far.
Hunters like him give the rest of us a bad name.
But on the bright side, they make pros like us look great. If Tiresias bought off your rival once, he might try it again. Use a bounty hunter to fight a bounty hunter?
That's useful information, right? Please, let me go. This was never personal.
If I ever see you again, you're a dead man.
You got it. I'm officially retired.
Good idea letting him live. He'll warn the other mercenaries to stay out of our way. Let's drop in on your rival hunter's big party. It's the only lead we've got.
Perfection is my goal, Master.
I do like it when you first come to another planet and they kind of give you a quest that's in the immediate area. Of course, there's going to be a whole chain of quests that are further out in Tatooine, but you do get the sense of progression early on that, you know, you're starting here. And why not? Because you have this whole spaceport that you can do things with, right? And that's exactly what they did. I've always said that SWTOR is just amazingly done when it comes to the quests initially, because, or at least the story portions, but even these story arcs for the planet, they're pretty good. They have their own cinematic and everything. So anyway, if you're coming into Star Wars: The Old Republic, do these class quests and the planet quests and stuff. Just do it at least once. It's definitely a good time. Just gonna go over here, save us some time, and then we're gonna take a taxi somewhere probably. I should have looked at my map to see if there was a heroic nearby. Let's see.
Displaying all authorized destinations.
Yeah, we're just going here. Seeing there's 3 right in this immediate area, so we don't have to pay 110. We can see if there's a heroic right in that immediate area. So right here, we could go do supply line. I don't know what that is. Exchange caravan. Destroy their stockpile. Well, we can give it a shot, see if they give us anything, you know. There's a quest or two in Tatooine that are just horrible heroics. It's like you do a drop and then you go somewhere and you got to find this person or that person, and they're just not around, you know. Just go this way. I know this quest though. I'm pretty familiar. It's been a while since I did it, but man, these used to be so incredibly difficult when you did these on your own at the level. We're just destroying stuff. This water access panel, it's kind of useless, but they actually did something. These would regenerate every 3 hours or so, and you could get water from it. But there's this whole chain quest for artificers that if you have a certain container, I'm trying to remember the sequence, and you go here to get your water, and then you go to Hoth, not Alderaan. You go to Hoth, and then you go to the highest peak, sit there for like a minute, and then you'll take damage. But what you'll do is that it'll freeze the water, and then you have to do something or another to it. And then what that does is that lets you create a very special crystal that's purple. And back then, well, it was more of like an amethyst. But back then, when the game first came out, having anything besides the traditional color of red, yellow, or red, yellow, blue, or green was rare. So I'm killing these guys for the bonus. There's a bonus for killing 6 of them. So, but yeah, I was an artificer for my main, and that's what I did. I made a lot of money doing that. But I don't know how much you heard that because my voice is very quiet at the moment. But yeah, I mean, you would come here, you'd get one of those water panels, and the water panels took about like 3 hours to refill. And there's this whole sequence, but basically an artificer could get a real special. Now, the schematic itself was hard to get. You got it off of operations. They weren't just like random drops. They were random drops in an operation. So you had to be pretty much at in game when the game was brand new to get those things, and I had fun. So according to this heroic, I have to defeat 3 more exchange forces.
Right behind you.
Okay, so we need 2 more, and it says to go this way for them, which I don't think that matters, but it's a gray area on the map, so we'll go ahead and do that.
Trouble on the way.
Without the support of the Exchange, this planet will be swearing allegiance to the Emperor before you can say aerial bombardment.
Thought I muted myself. Sorry about that. Gee, this is why I was. This is why I was trying to mute myself.
You let Tiresias Loci live, Vibu. That's not how we do things.
Yako kuchi ratitud mutamiskocha. Utula musta wo granitampio tu pushiwompa. Piska ku palia pitie potenia go.
What good is it if you're living on Tatooine?
Kulirado kanki kung chaskrunki. Itsug nangki he chalangtong imachechu. Tong mi cha Kolkata maji ta us azalas ulval.
Who is this Lady of Pain? Your wife?
Imata kamu nang kise. Ukleu gocheska pakuta kliska taka yak oska. Hagwa boska ponyo, boska.
I get it now.
Don't kill me. I'm just a dancer.
I need to find the Lady of Pain. Know where she is?
I performed for her once. She gave me the creeps. The Lady of Pain runs a compound not far from here. Bad part of the desert. You can't miss it.
Does this lady sell starships to desperate fugitives?
Maybe, but I wouldn't want to deal with her. She doesn't care about money. She's into other things. She works for the exchange. They're into a lot of sick stuff. She can't get enough of it.
I appreciate the info. Sorry you're out of a job.
No problem. I was thinking about quitting.
Guess we're off to see the Lady of Pain, huh? This should be interesting.
I'm going back to the family moisture farm.
Looking to upgrade your arsenal? Good hunting.
Travel route is confirmed.
Yeah, I took a taxi instead because the illusion on Tatooine is that, oh, it's like right over here, but it's actually much further than you think. Just because the elevations and the valleys and stuff, so you start going one way and you realize, oh, it's not close at all. And now I'm wondering, like, where the hell is this? Is it around this corner? Let's find out. Then you get the Tusken Raiders. Sometimes they'll be like in the middle of a pathway here and they'll ambush you. Yep, there they are. See? Told you. We're right here.
Surely I can offer you something, lady. An HK assassin droid? Fresh slaves? Direct from Rylov?
I already have those. Stop wasting my time.
What's wrong, Tiresias? Can't buy your way out of this?
Oh boy, here we go again.
Tiresias? Wait, you're actually... No. Shame on you, you naughty little Deveronian.
Sincerest apologies, lady. Now that you know I'm the justifiably famous Tiresias Loci, you also know my resources. I need you to eliminate this bounty hunter and help me leave Tatooine. I'll pay generously, of course.
It would be rude to eliminate someone before I've heard her counteroffer. Well?
Who do you want dead? I can offer you a bulk discount.
What a wonderfully sweet offer. I have a keen interest in gladiatorial contests. A match is scheduled for today, and I've lost my beloved champion. Whoever fights as my new champion could ask any favor of me.
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
It's not looking good for you, Tiresias.
This isn't exactly a fair negotiation, lady. I'm no gladiator.
I'm sure one of these men would fight in your place for a price.
All right. I'll make anyone who fights for me obscenely rich. Once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Someone is bound to take his offer, bounty hunter. Won't you be my champion?
Dangerous jobs are my specialty. I'm in.
Excellent. I do enjoy a good fight. All that sweat and blood.
Let's not waste any more time.
Now, don't be too quick. It disappoints the fans.
Lady, this is a terrible mistake. Don't be a fool.
Fool? Guards, take Tiresias away and remove his tongue. You don't need it, do you?
Shall I do the tongue removing for you?
How thoughtful. But I'm not sure you could resist finishing him off. Put Tiresias someplace safe, guards, and watch him. He's slippery.
You haven't heard the last of me. Either of you.
Your opponent is in the next room. When you're ready, meet me and my guest there.
I'm ready to fight.
Wonderful. Feldhagen, this is my new champion.
A bounty hunter? Borga will rip this fool limb from limb, won't she, my beautiful boy? Save it for the match, Borga.
May the best fighter win.
I'm not just a pretty sidekick, Buster.
my sweet, precious boy.
Delicious. For a moment, I thought Borga might kill you, bounty hunter.
I wanted you to get your entertainment value.
You most certainly did that.
This isn't over, lady. I'll return with a new champion.
I hope so, Phil. Our little gatherings always make my day. Kisses.
Lady, Tiresias escaped. He hit us with a stun grenade.
I watched you disarm him. Where did he get that weapon?
One of his horns was fake. He hid the grenade inside it. Please, don't cripple me. It's not my fault.
I have to hand it to that smuggler. He's not just lucky, he's good.
He manipulated me into escorting him away from you. It's so obvious now. I hate him. One of you saw where Tiresias went, yes?
He stole a swoop bike and a hyperdrive regulator. He could be anywhere by now.
But I'll find him. The swoop bikes all have homing beacons. A precaution against thieving Jawas and stupid guards. I'll consult my tracker. Ah, there he is. The stolen swoop bike stopped at these coordinates in the deep desert.
Boss, if Tiresias stole a hyperdrive regulator, he might be trying to fix his old chip, the one that got shot down.
He won't be fixing anything when I'm done with him.
I recommend breaking his fingers and moving up from there. Have fun.
So if I remember right, this quest really isn't as close as I thought it was to where we're supposed to go. I think the black box is like way inside this camp. So maybe we can just grab it real quick, and I have to defeat 12 sand people for the bonus. Not really concerned about the bonus. So might just be able to get it, and I think there's a champion you have to defeat. No. Let's see. It's over under here. Yeah.
You've done me an enormous favor, and don't think I'll forget it. I can hardly wait to report this mission a success.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of as I thought. It's on the other side of this wall, which we might be able to make without dying, but it's gonna be close. Well, there we go. I thought we were stuck there for a second. Ooh, that was close. Okay, so this is also going to be a big drop. Let's hope we don't die. Ooh, barely enough health. Okay. So again, I went here thinking like it was going to be a shortcut, and then no matter how many times I played this game, these hills and stuff always throw me. Proximity on the map does not always translate to proximity in reality. So I'm going to go to this camp over here real quick to make sure we unlock the quick travel. Oh, it's a freaking event. Okay. So we're here. Got this unlocked. We want to go just around the corner. No, let's see what we got. I also need to figure out my combat mechanics. Oh, 2 upgrades. Very nice. Yeah, significant upgrades. Let's go to our combat proficiency real quick. So we got these things. It defaulted to the jet charge. It says jet to a distant target. Oh, so that's what this does. Grapple deals 450 tech damage to pull targets and grants reel and rattle caused by your next rocket punch. I think I like that better. Grapple gets 2 charges and finishes the cooldown with rocket punch. Ooh. Now I just like because that'll let me do grapple more often. even if they're next to me, it'll still do damage to them. Just another method that we can use to attack people with. So we'll give it a shot. Don't mind me. Just passing through. Don't mind me. Just keep looking at your bantha. Nothing to see here. There we go. Very nice. See, like if we do this. No, I was gonna say if he was gonna be ranged, then we can pull him in with our grapple, and then it would have also done damage to him. So, like I said, just gives us options. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, but you see how I was able to use that grapple there? So it's just another way to kind of like, if you mix up your rotation really well and you know what your powers do, then it, you know, makes it a little fun, you know. Whereas before, when we were doing the melee Jedi, I'd have to like finish these guys off, then I'd have to run over here to this guy, but pulling him in let me do an AoE here, but it also, the grapple does damage now, so that's great, you know. Win-win.
Going somewhere, Tiresias?
Not with all those dune rats nipping at my heels. Thanks for clearing that up. You're sure she's ready for takeoff?
I've checked the calculations 4 times, Master, with shields at minimum.
Right. Good enough. That just leaves our friend here to deal with. If you want something done right, do it yourself. Open fire, NK! All right, you win. Let's cut a deal.
Hope springs eternal for you, doesn't it?
Everything is negotiable. Everything. This is the famous Star of Aldera, the most valuable gem in the galaxy.
No, Master. Not your most prized possession. We must fight.
Quiet, NK. We'd never stand a chance. Alderaa's royal family would pay a fortune to get this gem back. Let me go, and it's yours.
So, my head is a bit fuzzy because of the medication, the cough medicine and stuff, but the Star of Aldera, these are accompanying to the Legends continuity of crystals, like, you know, lightsaber crystals and stuff. But some of these were made at the very, like, largest stars in the galaxy, and when they're made, they have this like super brilliant aspect to them, and they're highly concentrated lightsaber crystals, basically. And you can use them for other things like jewelry and whatnot. And so Alderaan had families that had some of these collections and stuff. One of the interesting things I think Disney did, how do I put this? One of the novels, and this is post-Disney, so I can't really give Disney the credit, but it was during the time after Legends. One of the things that Palpatine tried to seduce Anakin with was he just had a box of these rare crystals. He says, pick whichever one you want, or a few, whatever you. And he didn't even tie it to if you do this for me or whatever. He just wanted to see what Anakin was pulled to. Anakin didn't care about that at all. At all. He was like, where did you get all this? One of them was enough to have bought probably a whole block on Coruscant, which was, the most expensive place in the galaxy. So when Palpatine said, hey, look, here's these, take what you want. It's no big deal. I mean, he could have very easily justified and said, okay, well, I'll take one and put it in my crystal and then use that to, for the Jedi Order and whatnot. But it would have been an evidence of a little bit of pride. But that wasn't what motivated Anakin. So Anakin gets a really bad rap a lot of times for just easily succumbing to the dark side. But he has all these examples of when he didn't. That's not developed. So this Star of Alderaan is really kind of important in a bigger lore standpoint. So although he's kind of casually bringing it up and whatnot, you say, hey, yeah, fine, I'll take the jewel. Or you can attack him, or you think I'm stupid, whatever. But my point here is that it's really interesting that they brought it up, and it is very convincing of an argument. So it seems like a minor thing, but if you know a little bit of the bigger lore, it is a big thing actually. So it's just neat.
Do I look that gullible to you?
You can't blame a guy for trying. Take the gem anyway. I insist. Girls, come to Daddy. It's dinner time.
Theseus went to the cockpit. Let's get him.
Come on, you hunk of junk! Blast! I knew there wasn't enough power to take off.
End of the line, Tiresias.
You are the toughest, most persistent bounty hunter I have ever met. I only have one thing left to say. Give me a job. Spare my life, and I'll dedicate it to working for you. How's that sound?
I have to bring you in dead, pal.
All you need is my corpse. I've got that covered. I'm tired of running. My fortune's gone, but I'm still hunted. I want Tiresias Loci dead as much as anyone. What if I told you there's a duplicate of yours truly? A replica identical in all respects. Even a bioscan couldn't tell the difference.
Is this duplicate on your ship?
Why else would I have come back here? That duplicate was my escape plan. My duplicate is already dead, frozen in carbonite. Just pretend he's me. Once I'm declared dead, I'll put my legendary skills, savvy, and contacts at your disposal. Imagine what we could accomplish.
What's to keep you from disappearing at the next spaceport?
I'm deeply wounded by your mistrust, yet reassured by your intelligence.
I hate to say it, but having him on our team might be useful.
I swear I'll never run. I'm safer as your servant than as a fugitive. Even if I did escape, you'd just find me again. Honestly, who wants to have this conversation twice?
Mess around with me and your history.
Shall we head to the cargo hold and get my duplicate? There's my duplicate. Should only take a few moments to thaw him out. we need to make it look convincing. A couple of blaster shots should sell it. You want to do the honors?
We'll tell everyone you went out in a blaze of glory.
Oh my stars! I'm glad we decided to work together. Let me collect my gear and we can be on our way. So, I'll need a new name. After all, Tiresias Loci is dead. And what do you think of the name Galt Renault? Has a nice ring to it.
Galt suits you just fine, scum sucker.
Then Galt Renault it is. A fine new name for an exciting new life.
Why don't you and Galt spend a little time getting to know each other? I'll see you two back at the ship.
Lead on, my fearsome friend. Galt is ready for action.
Okay, so that's it for Tatooine. And believe me, there's a lot more on Tatooine. I mean, we came here with our Jedi Sage and we went to the other side of the map. We didn't come here at all. So, pretty interesting. Let me... Let's do these Jawa trade things real quick. I think it's pretty close and we might be able to get some good gear before we go to Alderaan, which we will. Yeah, I think Alderaan's going to be pushing the levels at this point, because I think Alderaan is 30 to 34 and we're 28, which is unbelievable that we are not actually at level yet. So what did I just do? Why didn't I just use this? This is so stupid of me. I spent money to come here instead of actually using the heroic transport. Okay. This one's not too difficult, but let me do this so I'm not confusing myself. Protect Jawa protection droids. Okay, just so I can see better. There's not too many of these. I think they drop pretty easily, so... Ooh, so this would be a good instance of flying toward your enemy. Yep, there's one. But they also can be broken down, so this will help my scavenging.
the generators regain power, the Empire can finally control all of Mosilla. You've performed a great service for us all.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Is like it didn't take too long. Oh, I left some loot back there. So,
I need about $3.50.
Hey.
$3.50.
$3.50? He wanted money?
That's right. I said, I ain't giving you no $3.50, you goddamn Loch Ness monster. Get your own goddamn money.
Hey, Dagger, how you doing? I was about to say, when this game first came out, you wanted to do this one, not necessarily just for the easy drops, but there was like a lot of crates back here. Some decent loot you could get off of Jawas. So you would often see people farming this area, but it's real easy heroic. Let's see what we got. So, nothing. Literally exactly what we have already. But yeah, how you doing, Dagger? Welcome on in. I've got minimal to no voice, so bear with me. We're going to go to our starship. Doing good. Been lurking for a bit. Glad you're on the mend. I am. I said at the beginning, excuse me. That's what I'm saying. I can never predict when I'm going to just start coughing. But anyway, ever since I got the plague that shall not be named many years ago, I've gotten it like 3 times so far. Each time since then, it's just my lungs take forever to heal, and I just lose my voice over a long period of time, or I just cough like I've been doing. Like I haven't been sick, I mean, for a week and a half. Haven't had a fever, nothing like that. Just I start talking, I start coughing, you know, it just exacerbates it. But anyway, appreciate you being here.
Hey, you're back, and Tiresias is still alive. Guess you two are bonding, huh?
The name's Galt, remember? Galt Renault. And yes, we're getting along famously.
Is that so?
I'll probably shove him out the airlock tomorrow.
With or without a containment suit.
This hunt turned out a lot stranger than I expected. I've had enough of scorching heat and sand. What do you say we check out our next target?
Before I came to the ship, I should have seen in my inventory if he likes any of these. I'm just gonna mute myself, sorry.
I eliminated Tiresias Loci.
Yeah, well, I'll believe it when I scan it. Huh. What do you know? The body's bioscan matches. You just made a lot of crime bosses very happy. I've got a positive on the rival kill as well. Credit for Tiresias Loci goes to you. Stay hungry, Hunter.
I've always heard how beautiful Alteron's supposed to be. Figures I'm gonna see it in the middle of a war. At least it'll still be pretty in the holos.
Don't sweat it. When we win the Great Hunt, I'm taking you on vacation.
We could use some R&R, that is for sure. Time to find out who's standing between us and a week on the beach.
Welcome to Alderaan, Hunter. Former tourist capital of the core worlds. Your target here is a nobleman nicknamed the Durasteel Duke on account of his knack for staying alive. Over 1,000 assassins have come and gone trying to put the Duke to bed, but he ain't met you yet, right? He was last seen with House Gerard. They're guests of House Thule, so that's a good place to start looking. Good luck.
Figure she'd gloss over the details. Lucky for you, I'm on the job.
When you get cold, you always drink orange juice mixed with either ginger ale or 7-Up. Works great. It's a good idea. I use whiskey. Believe it or not, it actually helps most of the time with my sore throat. Doesn't do anything for my cough, but it definitely helps sore throat. Of course, I kind of use whiskey for everything, so.
Fill me in. I hate surprises.
In a nutshell, when the Queen of Alderaan died a few years ago, the head of the military declared himself king. That didn't go over so well. Now the 3 largest houses are fighting over the crown.
In fact, that black beanie, when you see me wearing that, most of the time it's that one. Yeah, I've got 3 black beanies, but the one I wear most of the time, it's actually a Maker's Mark one. You can't really see it too well on camera, but it's a Maker's Mark beanie.
I'll need to know more about the major players.
Well, General Boris Olgo is the guy who declared himself king, and his house controls most of Alderaan's former military. House Organa and House Thule are Olgo's only real opposition, but they're at each other's throats too. Basically, Organa wants Alderaan back in the Republic, and Thule came back from exile with the help of the Empire. Hey, are you getting all this?
Yeah, I think I was muted there for a minute, but yeah, I have multiple beanies that I wear for stream, and I have 3 black ones, but the one you'll see most often, it's hard to see the lettering on it, but it's a Maker's Mark beanie, so just so you know, some channel lore. Nice. I was Maker's Mark ambassador for a while. Oh, so I wasn't muted. I thought, I can't ever tell sometimes. I'm sure if that expires or not. I don't know. I was watching this YouTube video about the different tiers of whiskey, and it wasn't trying to say like which ones are like better than others. It was just saying this is what counts in tier 1. This is the qualifying indicators for tier 2. This is the qualifying things for tier 3. And Maker's Mark was definitely like in the tier 3, which makes sense. What I like about Maker's Mark personally, is it's always consistently good. No matter which bottle you pick up, it's gonna taste like Maker's Mark. It's just so consistent. I mean, if they have like a weird run, like it was unusually hot summer or something, I mean, you don't have to worry about that with them. Some other distillers tend to like lean into that, just saying like, hey, look, we, maybe finished it in these other casks to sweeten it up because maybe they had a hot summer and it's going to taste a bit off for their batch or something. I'm just throwing things out there, but I mean, Maker's Mark just has always tasted like Maker's Mark. But yeah. Yep.
Our mark is with Gerard at House Thule, and the rest are target practice. Anything else?
Well, that pretty much sums it up. Come on. We better go pay a visit to House Gerard. Oh, and one last thing. The nobles of Alderaan are different. They think they're untouchable, and they won't be impressed, no matter how big a gun you wave around.
So, I'm going to take Galt with me at first to see if he wants any of the gifts I have. But I'm going to actually summon Mako because as I send him on missions, he's going to get more influence. Sorry. I just need to mute myself. Sorry. But yeah, as you send him on missions, he actually grows in influence. So that's probably faster than having him just be around with me. So chances are I'm going to have this cough for a while. It's just historically speaking, this is why I go through these periods of no streaming for a while. Because if I get sick, I have a cough or I lose my voice for a month or something. So just throwing this out there, this is a perfect kind of game for me just to play cinematically and not have to, give a ton of play-by-play. But if there's a, you know, particular game out there that you guys want to see, that more of a cinematic driven one, just let me know. There's plenty of colony builders. You know, Farthest Frontier is always a good idea. I could do some of the tavern games that I kind of, I wouldn't say I promote them, but I make videos on them. But also, I can't really do things like KOTOR. That's the problem. Doing KOTOR, I have to narrate a lot of it, which I don't mind, but I just don't have the voice for it. And so I'm still going to finish KOTOR. I just want to have a much better voice at the time when I do it, which, you know, I don't have the best of voices, but you know, I do what I can. All right, we're on Alderaan. The cantina is not particularly close, but Galt wants to talk to us, so I might as well talk to him. Oh, and I need to get rid of these heroics, actually. You know what? I'm going to keep these because I may come back to these off stream to do them, so that way I get the bonus. So I'm just going to get rid of those. Let's pick up some Alderaan ones. See, everything's hard. I'm wondering if we're too under leveled actually now. Interesting. I haven't been under leveled in a game, or in this game, in forever. I just haven't done anything besides class quests, which is pretty wild. Let's give him, ooh, that's a large. Take care of your voice. I'm trying.
Get your hands on this. Thanks. Really.
It'd be one thing if it's just streaming, but you know, I work, so after I get off work, I have to deal with this, so.
You're serious, aren't you?
So wait a minute, so this skirt I can wear? I didn't think I could wear skirts as a bounty hunter. Huh. I mean, it makes sense, but what if we put Galt in a skirt? What would it look like? Oh, there you go. Actually, doesn't look half bad. I'm not a huge fan of Galt. I don't know of anybody who actually likes him, but yeah, we're gonna wear that. Doesn't change our look because we transmog. I love the fact that there's a transmog in this game. God, I love that so much. We need the cantina though real quick, which is right over here. I cannot believe I'm underleveled for this game at the moment. That's wild to me. I think when I did my Jedi Sage in this area, I think I was like 45, like just way over leveled. Oh, wait a minute. Cybertech. Ah, so he's selling things we can make. All right, good. Good. Where is the canteen? I know the canteen is right here. Where is it? This is, so everything's like a mess here. See, everything's all together. Stool. Just too much here. Hold on. Let me turn off trainers, vendors, and skill trainers. Cantina. Let's go right here. I mean, I'm probably like right next to it, but I'm not seeing it, so. Anyway, Galt wants to talk to us, so that's why I'm trying to find it real quick. Oh, he wants to talk to us when we're on our ship again. Oh, dadgummit. Okay. Well, we're gonna bring back Mako. No. Companions.
Great, I needed a drink.
Hey,
because we have much more influence over her. Oh, she wants to talk, actually. So let's send him on a mission while we're waiting to talk to her. Don't.
I'd say I never did anything for you.
And then our robot, we're going to have him make... We need some of these bronzium cyber assembly, these things. I'm going to... The way I do crafting is I do these greens until they no longer give you XP. Then I start doing the other ones.
A task just for you? Oh, thank you,
Because otherwise, if I do the yellow ones first, then I don't really get that next level. So it finishes up this level, and then it also uses up our stuff, and then we're able to make things, and then unlock some of these advanced schematics. It's just how I've always done it. I don't know if that's the best way to do it. It's just how I've done it. And let him do one. And we'll have him do one of these.
Perfection is my goal, Master.
Been talking to some people. One of my contacts just had some guy in SWTOR asking about me.
Exactly what's he want to know about you?
My contact says the guy practically screams spook. He's asking about my whereabouts. Goes by the name of Carteri. The spook, not my contact. I think we have time to pay him a visit, don't you?
Let's look him up. Find out who sent him.
All right, then we have a plan. That's somebody's house?
I'd just cuffed the whelp for scuffing my boot with the stirrup when... Oh, abominable.
My, what have we here?
Nice place you got here. So what's on tap?
Rafid, have the help fetch something palatable to our new guest. Some trough water, perhaps?
That's kind, Father. But are we certain they can spare a bucket?
Ah, true. As you can see, your arrival is imposing upon our hospitality. You must leave, now, and use the servants' exit. People would talk if they saw someone of your ilk here.
I guess I should have worn my strapless blast vest.
Now that would have been a sight to see.
Do shut up, Rafid, or I'll be speaking to your father.
Must you two squabble in front of our guests? You're causing more of a stir than our visitor here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, return to the festivities. I will have a few words with our esteemed guest here.
Glad to meet somebody civil.
Forgive my relations. They have a low threshold for impropriety.
You aren't seriously considering dealing with this thug?
Uncle, please. I have the situation well in hand. Return to the festivities. This is not a request. I believe I know why you're here, but this is a discussion best held in private. Please wait in my office. I'll be right with you.
The results are much better than they appear, Master. You'll see. A task just for you? Oh, thank you, Master.
I'm a bounty hunter. I'm after the Durasteel Duke. Can you help or not?
Right to the point, yes? I'm afraid the Duke and his sister left House Gerard some time ago under unpleasant circumstances. House Gerard now has a vested interest in finding the Duke and having him meet an unpleasant end. A minor noble claims to have a lead on the Duke. However, he insists on meeting in person, which I'm not willing to do. Instead, I will employ you.
You're expecting a double cross?
It's possible. Either way, I'm certainly not going out into that war zone, and none of my relatives can be trusted. I can't expect you to navigate the intricacies of our society, but I can give you the authority to negotiate on my behalf. From this point on, you will act as House Gerard's advocate, a role of honor. Come, I will walk you through the appointment ceremony.
Let's make this happen.
Please kneel. I, Baron Zakar Gerard, do hereby bequeath my voice and my seal to this proxy. Now repeat after me. I humbly accept this honor and swear to carry my authority in a manner befitting the Lord I serve.
I humbly accept this honor and swear to carry my authority in a manner befitting the Lord I serve.
You may rise. Well done. There may be hope for you yet. It is customary for information to be double encrypted in these transactions, so Lord Malphus must enter his half of the key before you take the data. I'll let Malphus know you'll arrive at his encampment soon. Be on your best behavior.
Get a load of this.
Now, I don't mess too much with the Alderaan heroics because they are not the easiest. There's a couple, one or two that, kind of doable, but for the most part, they involve a little bit, and I don't really care to do too many of the Alderaan heroics. They definitely do better. Well, they're more fun. They're more, I seem to get more out of it if there's, if you do them as a party. So if you do it with like a friend or whoever, or even like with a group of 4, I mean, you can power through them, no problem. And it's so much more fun that way. But when you're doing it solo, especially at the level we're at, probably not going to do them.
Vehicle paths are currently open for business.
So we gotta jog there. It's not too far. Those are Throntas. Those flying things, those are called Throntas. Pretty cool. You can get a flying Thronta in the cartel market. Sometimes you get it as a... I don't think you can get it as a drop. See, that's what I'm saying. There's so many things behind the cartel market that are just locked behind the cartel market. No other way. I mean, I really would be neat if they could just get some things from drops. I mean, outside of operations, you don't really get that. So, I mean, and here's the thing. This on the surface, it looks like you're just doing a quest, for an MMO. But think about it. You're a bounty hunter on Alderaan, which is notoriously Republic friendly. So why are you here? You have to be asking a lot of questions. So the quest design in here is well done, in my opinion, just because they make you believe you're here for a good reason. Not just to give you a quest.
Stop right where you are. You have no rank here. Etiquette dictates that no one below my rank is permitted within 10 paces of my person without my express consent.
Is he serious?
Wait, you are the advocate of House Gerard? Outrageous. I would not trust the likes of you to scrub my sewage, let alone deliver vital correspondence.
Are we going to deal or what?
Honor dictates this message must stay in my care until I give it to someone of rank, not a trained Thranta. Look, I have here tokens of respect for my peers, a mission for a page. Deliver them and earn a 10-year-old's honor. Then I can speak to you.
You expect me to run this junk all over Alderaan?
Too much to ask? This is why we don't trust the ill-bred with even tasks of menial honor. If you have no honor and will not prove yourself, I have no reason to further tolerate your presence.
I felt like a leisurely walk anyway.
Present the tokens to the Thule nobles at each outpost like so, and do not dare speak to them. If I don't receive word from them in short order, you may consider our business annulled. Run along now, and mind your betters.
I was just kind of talking about how Tatooine, things are spaced out a little bit further than you might think. Almost nothing on Alderaan is close. You end up running everywhere.
Another gift. Savorin must be desperate for my good opinion. If there's nothing else, I have duties to attend to.
Yeah, look at this. This is a heroic quest. You have to defeat 25 Lennar forces and 15 local smugglers. I mean, that's 40 people you got to take out. That's that's quite a bit. Whatever. And like I said, if you do it with like a friend or a couple of friends, it makes for easy work. It's much more fun that way. But on your own, yeah, it's a chore. So we're going to go this way. Follow the road. Thank goodness we have a mount. But a lot of these quests were designed in mind of you doing like the story quests along with it, because you just couldn't do these. You couldn't go to these areas without being instantly killed if you didn't have the appropriate level. So you often did like the class quests, the planet quests, and side quests all in the same area as you kind of progress.
This is sufficient, I suppose. I'll send word to Malphus that his contribution did not go unnoticed.
Please use all products only as intended. Be well. Ready for departure.
Yeah, and if I remember right, you don't even just kill those 35 guys. You also have to like get a commander or 3 lieutenants or something, and then face the commander. I mean, it's this whole thing, you know. It's a bit much. Oh, hoping to find a way around here. Kind of. Alright, guess we have no choice. We're gonna have to fight.
You alright?
Ah, Saverin is becoming more generous in his tributes. Pass on the gratitude of House Thul.
Hey Perry, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Good to see you. My voice isn't the best, and so I'm trying to, you know, pace it. But yeah, it's good to see you. Welcome on in. We're gonna shortcut over here. We're doing our bounty hunter, and we're kind of at our level. We're a little actually under-leveled, so we got to be a little careful about what we do and where we go. Perry had brought up a question in Discord about this game I have. It's called Norse Oath of Blood. It was a demo. I don't think it ever had an early access, unless it's still early. I don't think so. I think 1.0 is out. But anyway, it's a neat little game. If you like Baldur's Gate 3 and you like, you know, tactical games like that, it's in that vein. Not quite immersive with the cinematics as much as Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, what game is, right? But the companions you have can level independently when you take them on missions, and each one has their own set of gear. So when you go to town, when you find this town that you can settle with the villagers there, they have talents, and you can turn your resources toward things like the Weaver, so that way they make better cloth armor for you. But not only just better, but just the fact that they can make armor for you. So you can't just like have armor and everybody just goes +1. You actually have to go to each individual sets of armor and say, okay, we're going to upgrade this armor for Sven, or this armor for Bjorn, or whatever. Then you also have like the weapons, so they're all individually done. And to me, it reminded me a lot of Heroes of Might and Magic, where you go to the town and you get certain upgrades. Heroes of Might and Magic, though, it applies to everybody. Everybody that's produced from that has those bonuses. But these characters get their bonuses directly attributed. So if you never use a guy, you may not want to upgrade them. But what if a guy dies in battle? Well, then you have to replace them. So it's this real intricate storytelling device where you have to go in and individually upgrade your companions. So it's very different, very interesting. I don't think I know of another game like it. I could be wrong. I mean, think like XCOM in a way, you know, with the tactical and some of the individual things, but it's a little bit more personal and there's more cinematics. Whereas in XCOM, you just have these guys with missions and stuff, and you can name them whatever, but they don't really have a story. You just kind of make up the story in your own head. It's your own internal lore. But they actually do have a story in this game. So it's not very deep, but don't think like Baldur's Gate 3, but there is a story there. So it's a happy medium between those. And I kind of thought about showing that at one point, because I don't know of anybody who's really been showing that game off. But that's kind of consistent with my channel. Like, I'll show off something nobody's ever heard of, and then like a year later be like, hey, we found this game, and then like, you know, all these other channels are playing it. It's very typical of what I've done.
All right, all right. You've done the job of a 10-year-old boy. I'll grant you that.
So do Trooper next? I am going to do Trooper next, but we got to finish the Bounty Hunter first. Because we said we're going to do the Bounty Hunter, then we're going to do Trooper. Then after that, probably Operative? Probably? I don't remember, but probably so.
Time to hold up your end of the bargain.
I said I'd consider dealing with you. However, I am satisfied that you can handle the trifle of delivering this message. I've unlocked my half of the security key. You may return to Baron Zacher, appearing somewhat competent.
Disappear before I get an itchy trigger finger.
Come along, men. I've had enough of this vagrant's banter.
Buster.
You found about watching the Koi Fish channel? Yeah, I don't think I have ever streamed it, but I did have the, what was it? It wasn't early access. It was like it wouldn't, maybe it was the demo. I had some kind of access to it. I played up to the point where you're pretty much making your village into your own, and you're going to go and do like the next major mission or something or another. But it takes a while to get to that point. So it actually gave you a lot for if that's what it was, the demo. I just remember it gave you a lot of game time. And that's why I kind of thought maybe it was the like beta, because it almost played like a beta. It's definitely a resource hog though. It's about 40 gigs of memory. And I haven't been paying close attention to it, but it does have some performance issues when I was playing it. But again, if it was the demo, then that makes sense. So I needed like just fire it up sometime to see how well it works, because you can't really advocate something if it doesn't play well, you know. But it's pretty unique. It combines a lot of different things from other games that people like fairly well. You know, sometimes just meshing things together doesn't work, but...
It is clear that you have plans in motion, nephew. Ah, your newest lackey. Tell me, did my nephew mention that he already hired a bounty hunter and got him promptly killed?
Just saves me the trouble of taking him off the payroll.
That could have been our competition. Might have caught a lucky break.
If you would please excuse yourself, Uncle. I have business with my advocate.
I see how your brat Rafid learned to disgrace us. Advocate. Ah.
You're back without incident. I'm surprised Lord Malthus didn't raise a stir. Insufferable man.
He loves everything Viking. That's okay. I used to have a viewer. He still has a sound bite in our channel. Where he goes by Ulf, and he was a big Viking person too. And he did the Reaper. Let me do the yeah, he had the soundbite for the Reaper. And but yeah, he was before I got really sick with COVID, I think the second time, like I was knocking on heaven's door there for a while. It was pretty bad. I could not get back into streaming or anything. I had no energy. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't do anything. I was off of work for a long time. And he stuck around. He was still sending me messages and stuff. And, but it's been a while since I've seen him. But that's how it goes sometimes, you know. You get a viewer who's with you for a long time, but at some point, you know, people start doing other things. I don't think he was really watching a lot of streams to begin with, so it wouldn't have taken much for him to leave, but hopefully he'll show up again. But yeah, he was really into Viking stuff too. He talked about it and on the channel a little bit.
I don't let chumps get me riled.
You performed admirably. According to Malphas's information, Duke Corwin is in negotiations with our enemy, House Organa. They're placing messages in phony relics at House Alder's Royal Museum for later retrieval. Duke Corwin's placed an imposter relic in the museum recently. You'll have to forcibly enter House Alder and find it.
Can't I just buy a ticket and take the tour?
House Alder is a vassal house of Organa. They are at war with us as much as anyone else. And use extreme caution. The museum holds priceless cultural treasures. Nobody wants to be responsible for destroying that heritage.
Well, looks like we're getting to sightsee after all.
Perfection is my goal, Master. Perfection is my goal, Master.
Sure, whatever.
What I was saying is that there's nothing nearby. I'm gonna have to take a flight path and just hoof it.
Vehicle paths are currently open for business.
Yeah, I don't even remember where it is. Hold
Have
on.
a safe and pleasant stay.
This is over here, the Juran Mountains. Yeah, it's saying the closest one is right here, where basically where we're at. Which is not correct. Let's see.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
It's actually closer to here, but then I probably would have to cross this rift. There's a bridge here in the middle, so yeah, I think I do. Even though this is so close to it, it's probably nowhere near it. This probably is closer.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Pretty wild. Yeah, nothing on Alderaan really makes sense on a Empire side. Things are a little bit more they make a little bit more sense when you're Republic, but the Empire just, it seems a little bit, and it makes sense because they don't really control the planet, so for them to be a little bit more sporadic has some interesting lore to it. I mean, it's just annoying at this particular planet. See, like this bridge right here, so there's probably like this big valley in between that would prevent us from just crossing over, and that's what I'm saying, is that you have to look at the terrain, not just the proximity. Get a load of this. Okay, So you got more of those. I'm going to send them again to get some more because I need more.
Better than getting shot at.
Okay. Let's see. See, it's like right here, but it's not exactly close. But if we stick to the road, we should be safe. Should be. There's already like a Vorn tiger right here. Let's see what we can. Maybe I'll give him some lore or something.
Now.
Perfection delivered, Master.
Nope. Okay, let's have him do that.
Leave everything to me, Master. I will not disappoint you.
Yeah, but Alderaan is really neat. I mean, the aesthetics are great. You got these really tall trees, and I'm a sucker for trees. And Banana knows my favorite mod in Skyrim is really big trees. That's the name of the mod. And all it does is double, I think, 2.5 times the size of trees. You can give it a specific metric. But all the trees in Skyrim, it just makes them bigger. That's all it does. But it works. I mean, it's much more, to me, like the way it should look. It's like you're in this massive redwood area everywhere you go. But it does make sense. It does fit the environment really well. Especially if you're playing like survival Skyrim where like... shoot. Crap.
Ain't nothing to it.
And now we know we're gonna have to fight our way in because we're not gonna be able to sneak by. There was like a lore item somewhere around here. I'm not going to go around looking for it, but I thought there was one around here. It's like a vase or something. Something really small. I'm underleveled. I just haven't done anything extra. It's all just been straight class quests. Come on.
What is all that noise?
Oh, wow, look at all this stuff. It's gorgeous.
Oh no. Out, please. Take your battles elsewhere. This museum has no strategic value.
You're gonna keel over if you keep that up. Just point out the fake, and I'm gone.
You must be mistaken. Each piece here is an irreplaceable artifact from Alderaan's long and distinguished heritage. Some are thousands of years old. You must go before anything is damaged.
I won't lay a finger on a thing if you help me find what I'm looking for.
I have cared for these antiquities for 57 years. Every item here is the genuine article. I can prove it
Hello,
to
Anakin.
you.
How are you doing?
I have an integrity scanner we use for restoration work. It will only take a few minutes to scan for Oh no!
Oh no!
The security cameras, they've spotted you. You can't fight in here.
Guess you better hurry then.
Oh no, oh no, oh no! I really don't know what you expect to find, but look out!
I seem to have outdone myself, Master.
Only
I
a
think you'll
few
be
more
quite
to
pleased.
scan. Just another moment, please. Please don't kill me.
Chilling. How you been doing, Legion? Well, I'm gradually, if you can't tell, I'm losing my voice more and more. I started the stream with barely a voice, and it's just gotten worse over that time. So I haven't been saying much, but I appreciate you asking, Anakin. But yeah, I'm doing it more of a cinematic. I don't have the camera on because you would just see me here in the dark. It just struggling occasionally. I was sneezing before when I first started as well too, so maybe I can turn the camera on now because I don't really feel like I'm sneezing anymore. But yeah, nobody wants to see all that. We're glad to see you're doing well.
I've found something, but that's impossible. If this is a fake, where is the real first founding memorial vase?
That wasn't so tough, was it?
Who would risk our precious history by hiding such a thing here? You have what you want. Now, please, leave. Please.
So also, I'm going to take some cough medicine here, and usually that means I won't last long. That means I got to pass out probably in about an hour or two from now, and but we'll see. You know, I definitely don't want to like say, oh, you know, I got to cut it off and right then and there. But I'm just letting you guys know I'm going to take some cough medicine. So I'm not long for the stream, so you want to see it? Okay, how am I turning on Perry? But it's just that honey NyQuil, that's all it is. So, let me turn on the lights over here. And I have a green shirt, so, well, it's not green, it's more of like a lime yellow, so I'm somewhat green screened myself. So, give me a minute. I gotta just turn on my lights. And I'll turn on the camera. Go to the sources. There we go. I look like, I have my headphones on, see? So I look like Darth Helmet from Spaceballs. No floating head, please. But yeah, I have like that. There we go. Right there, that's better. Okay. Yeah, I'm Darth Helmet from Spaceballs. Oh, what were we doing? There we go. What is going on? Why is there all this tremors on my screen? Maybe the game's trying to tell me something. You need to get out. Return to Baron Zacard Gerard. Legion. I mean, I'm just getting in the way of Mako's portrait.
Timer was really devoted.
Okay, so let's fast travel.
Accept your hand? I'd sooner thrust my fist into a thresher.
I don't understand. I thought this had already been arranged, approved.
Advocate, be so kind as to remove this thing from my presence.
Look at the bright side, Tubby. Bouncing back is probably something you're good at.
This must be some kind of mistake. Ugh.
The nerve of Zakar and my father, treating me like some insipid, simpering... Ugh! How many more of these absurd marriage proposals must I endure?
If you made yourself undesirable, they'd go away.
You make a good point, Advocate. What did you have in mind?
Find a touchy-feely guy with a loud mouth. Problem solved.
Hardly ideal. But I suppose I can suffer one more suitor if it sends the rest packing. You're surprisingly clever. Perhaps my uncle's faith in you was not misguided. Here's a little something for your counsel. Good day, Advocate.
The way he was thrown out. We called him a little tubby, and we said that he would bounce back. That was too much for me. And then the way he threw him out, and he just kind of like flopped there. I can't, I would think that the scene would be more like, oh, and he rolls around, he kind of gets up or whatever. But no, they just threw him out like a sack of potatoes, and he just like laid there.
Your attack on House Alder certainly didn't go unnoticed, but you managed not to cause any unnecessary destruction. That merits a bonus, I think.
Appreciated, Baron.
You'll be certain to see more if you continue to perform with distinction. Let's see what you've discovered. This is an Organa's house tongue. Give me a moment to pass the details. These houses: Thule vassals, Ulgo vassals, House Organa. Duke Corwin isn't just allying with the Organas. He's organizing an entire coalition against the House Thule.
He won't be organizing squat when I'm done with him.
Oh, you'll never have the chance to make good on that threat. My cousin is safe within the sanctuary of House Rist. If he's under their protection, it's little wonder why the Juristeel Duke always survives. The Rists are a family of assassins who ascended into nobility through centuries of murder and sabotage. Duke Corwin is beyond our reach.
Anybody who can't kill someone face to face ain't a concern of mine.
The last bounty hunter I hired probably thought the same thing. You'll need to find Duke Corwin's haven inside House Rist and stop whatever negotiations my cousin has underway permanently. I'm likely sending you to your death, but if you can manage to succeed, I will have a suitable payment waiting.
Here's what I got. Look quick if you want. Bring your creds back anytime.
Perfection is my goal, Master.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
I couldn't figure out the best quick travel there again. Again, nothing on Alderaan makes sense when you're Empire. But I think we're at the tail end, believe it or not. We can just have one or two more missions and we're done with the planet. I think. I could be way off. But yeah, my Skyrim really big trees mod, that's I can't do without it. Fortunately, it's never really had many updates to it. It's not one of those mods that needs constant updates. It's like it got one update like 9 years ago. Works perfect. It just makes all the trees bigger. It makes it look like Alderaan. And you wouldn't believe the difference it makes. I mean, it's once you have it installed, you're like, man, I thought Skyrim always looked like this. No, it doesn't. No, it does not. Okay, so we do have to go here to the Throll supply camp. So it actually might be faster if we can't, because I really don't want to go this way. Let me just see. Let me just take a peek.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
See, it's like right over here on this other, but you know what? It might be fast. Plus, we can unlock the quick travel that's in that area.
Have a
So
safe and pleasant stay.
now we get to ride a Thronta. I can speak well. So one thing that WoW does better than Star Wars: The Old Republic for these taxis is a lot of times WoW would take you to areas that were just impossible to get to. I mean, they weren't impossible. You could get there by foot, of course, but just going up and over things that you couldn't do on your own. So this game just basically navigates the overworld, which I've never been a fan of that. Take me the distance, the shortcut that goes over a mountain or something that is not traversable with your character. And what WoW would do is that they would kind of create that world simulation. Like things are going on in the background. Like you would see a world boss, or you would see a eruption, or you'd see like a secret hangar or something going on. Something that you would never visit, but it's there in the world. So it would create this sense of immersion. WoW does that all the time. I mean, it's so imperceptible. And it's a really great device in storytelling. But this game does not do that, really.
Use all products only as intended. Be well.
It's just one thing they've done better than this game. This game is more like, okay, this is how you get from point A to point B. I mean, just since you're so good at storytelling, just tell the story. So we want to go due west. This way. How to do that, I don't know. But we'll figure it out. When you do the Dreadseed quest, this is one of the best places to find good stuff for the Dreadseed stuff. Jeez, I'm gonna have to mute myself.
The results are much better than they appear, Master. You'll see.
You agree with the map? Yeah. Like I said, it's definitely not a criticism of Star Wars, but they could have done a few things. Like, I've never been a fan of the taking a taxi through enemy territory. Just do it as a cutscene. Just you get into it and then you just arrive. It's neat that, you know, you're flying over stuff, but it's not realistic.
Please use all products only as intended.
Don't die. I don't think I'm gonna die. I think I'm gonna be okay. I get these coughing spells. But like I said, when I had COVID the second time, it was not looking good. Not looking good. You know, I'm a mod for some, well, was a mod for some larger channels. I kind of like removed myself from them because it was taking up too much of my time. I thought I was unfairly taking a space. So I said, no, just get rid of my my mod, I'll still support the channel and stuff. But one thing that they were like, they thought I was not gonna make it because it was bad. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of these bottlenecks where I'm have to fight everybody. I mean, I'm okay with that, but hey, to me, this is just a DPS check. You know? Because, yeah, I gotta fight these guys, but guess what? The people inside are not gonna be harder than what's out here, so is it really a DPS check? You know? There's lots of like little great stories here. Like this guy right here, this is a wrist counterintelligence, and there's like a little tablet you can pick up. So it's like a little quest here. So again, you know, if you're doing this on your own, I always encourage people just do the planet quest stuff. Any quest you see, pick it up. There's a whole cinematic for everything. You know, it's a lot of fun. You know, I did say that nothing on Alderaan is close by. Like, even this quest that here you have to, like, go way down
We
and up
always
and
have to
over.
get
And,
into places
like, this little area here is our quest. Like, why this couldn't just be a side room, I don't know. But that's typical Alderaan. It's like, yeah, I come to Alderaan, I know I'm gonna have to do a lot. More than most planets. Even after this. So, it's not till you get to, like, Corellia that it, like, is like this again.
Waste of my talents, if you ask me. Waste of my talents, if you ask me.
Excellent. I was just wondering what I could do to please you.
I don't like the looks of this.
I'm afraid you're too late. Duke Corwin took his leave of House Rist on a shuttle just moments ago. Rather hastily, I might add. So hastily he neglected to pay me. A rather gauche breach of etiquette. And unwise.
Tell me where the Duke's headed, and I'll disappear.
Had I spoken with him, rest assured, I would not be complaining of unpaid dues. Still, it's odd to see Duke Corwin panic. Regardless, congratulations are in order for surviving this long. It's more than can be said for the last bounty hunter to stalk our dear Duke.
More than could be said for your cloak and dagger flunkies, too.
Don't let your success here go to your head. Our best assassins don't man our garrisons. I'm going to make you an offer, and I'm only going to make it once. House Rist has been contracted to eliminate Baron Zakhar Gerard and all of House Gerard's leadership. We'd like to commission you to carry out these assassinations on our behalf.
Why don't you handle this?
You already have the Baron's confidence. You could easily get close enough to eliminate everyone at once. You're the obvious choice for the job.
I don't trust this guy, boss. Zakhar's been good to us so far. Let's play straight with him.
It's a simple decision, really. Death or profit.
Double dealing is bad for my reputation.
Such a pity. Goodbye, bounty hunter.
Excellent. I was just wondering what I could do to please you.
Advocate, are you there? Oh, damn this blasted thing. Can you hear me? I have news. I don't dare discuss the details on an insecure channel. Please return to House Gerard as soon as possible.
What do you think the Baron wanted to tell you? Seemed pretty urgent.
You're lurking? Okay, thank you, Perry. See you later. Have a good lurk.
I apologize for recalling you here, but I couldn't risk my cousin catching wind of this discussion. If his retreat from House Rist is any indication, the Durasteel Duke is already running scared, and I'd like him to stay right where he is. It may not be our goal, but crippling House Rist is worth noting. Consider this payment for supporting the Thule war effort.
You didn't call me back just to pay me.
Huh? What is the meaning of this?
I just caught this little rake of yours in a dalliance with my wife.
More like you caught your wife in a dalliance with me, cuckold.
Unless you want half of House Thule, questioning why we continue to keep you riffraff here, you'll grant me that winter haven of yours.
My grandfather's estate? Are you mad? That's half my family's lands. Advocate, kill this petty extortionist, and I'll double what I just gave you.
They're your credits.
Worth every last credit. Thank you, Advocate. Raffid, you're confined to your chambers indefinitely. Hope I do not keep you there for the rest of your natural life. Now get out!
My life or yours, Father?
As I was saying, with House Rist unable to protect him, I have no doubt that Duke Corwin is seeking asylum with the Organas.
Makes sense, considering how buddy-buddy they've been.
The facts support that assumption as well. Thule scouts reported spotting a civilian shuttle headed into Organa territory shortly after you breached House Rist's compound. There's nowhere left for my cousin to run. Go kick down House Organa's doors and give them hell. Expect a bonus for any additional Organa casualties.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay. Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Yeah, I should have known, you know, it's Alderaan, so that couldn't have been like the end of it. This might be the end of it, but we'll see. But I'm kind of fading fast, so I'm just letting you guys know. We'll do this one. We'll try to finish up this planet. And then, of course, we'll go to the ship. There's probably going to be a request to make us go back to Drome and Kos, but I may have to save that for the next stream just to pick up where we left off. Just because, you know, like I said, when I take the cough medicine, it doesn't take long for it to start hitting me, and I gotta rest. So. So I took this one instead of the other one because this is a heroic up here. There's not much, you know, to this one. You just do this one. But there is a lore object up here, if I remember. And I could be wrong. Yeah, see, Jedi Relic, you do these things. Yeah, you destroy those. And then you plant evidence on stuff. I forget all the whatever. But yeah, it's maybe something we'll come back and do, but I'm not going to do it right this moment. I just wanted to get the codex and say I've been up here, and then that way we can fast travel up here if we need to. I think there's a quick travel here. Don't remember.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
We'll ride a Thranta back down. And there's actually another area that if you... It's either the camp and you kind of climb up and these little mountains here. There's like some... Whoop, go right through a tree. That makes sense. Can't remember where it's at. But anyway, it's somewhere around here. And there's a Thranta nest. And if you find it, there'll be an egg. And you can collect it. And I don't remember exactly how, but you can take it to somebody who will give you a Thranta pet. Like I have this little tauntaun here, like he'll give you like a little flying pet. I think that's how it works.
See, nothing to it.
But I don't remember all the details of how to unlock that. Let me go ahead and...
Please use all products only as intended. Be well.
Oh yeah, I was going to... I've been trying to like break these down, but they were not giving me a schematic. Which, whatever. There it is. Yay. Because I'm not going to use them, but it would be nice to have them for the purposes of a schematic, you know? And the schematic is just a better version of, you know, the thing we make. I mean, these are all schematics, but, you know. So let's make some more of these.
Perfection is my goal, Master.
And... we wanted to make more of these mods, but I need more of these things, so I'm going to have him make some of these as well.
Waste of my talents, if you ask me.
There we go. And then we should be able to do the next level of cybernetic stuff very soon. Okay. Where are we going? Yeah, the cold medicine's starting to hit because I'm like, what was I doing? We're following somebody's destruction, path of destruction here. Maybe it's here. Maybe that lore vase or whatever is here. It was somewhere that looked like this. Could be way off. No, it's not here. It's at that other one. There's like a fountain and there's like a vase on it. Yeah, see, here's the dude. He's right there. He's fighting these people. Go this way though. Can I go? Oh man, we still gotta fight some people then. Oh well. It was nice while it lasted. These guys are a little bit harder. Might be able to avoid them. There we go. Let's take out this guy. Let's see. Let's go up here.
She's here! Stop her!
Okay, so let me take a look here. We got a new combat proficiency. Or no, we didn't. We got, we're at level 31. We unlocked this sonic missile, which fires a sonic missile, immediately reduces threat towards all current enemies by moderate amount. Player target deals 30% less damage for 6 seconds when attacking anyone other than you. So I would throw this at my friends? Is that how this works? I don't remember this. I thought this did damage. Nope. Why would I want to decrease threat? I mean, I get it. I'm not a tank, but still.
The results are much better than they appear, Master. You'll see.
Farewell, Elto.
Have to get up this way. Went the wrong way again. It goes to show I'm not even like really looking good. We're good. goodness, the camera.
Vala, help! Someone is trying to kill me. Vala! Wait! Don't shoot. I'm not who you think I am. Look! See? Guess nobody told you the bait gets eaten. No! No, please! Don't!
Huh? Boss, behind us.
Take her down.
Hold your fire. There has been enough needless killing today. This is a misunderstanding. I am sure we can reach an agreement without further bloodshed. You've got my attention. The impersonator you've been chasing is Lady Muriel Corwin, the Duke's sister. If you want to see the Duke, you need only look there. The real Duke Corwin died almost a month ago while visiting to negotiate a treaty. Even using Kolto suspension, our attempts to revive him have ultimately failed. All we've managed to do is delay his bodily death. Doesn't explain why you've got his sister running around as a decoy. Duke Corwin promised he'd rally nobles loyal to him to Organa's side, but his death dashed any hopes of those alliances. Lady Corwin agreed to help us and her. Strong family resemblance allowed her to make a convincing double for her brother.
She does kind of have a case of the howling uglies.
We sent her to House Rist to maintain the illusion that the Durasteel Duke was alive and well until she finished negotiating those alliances. You may as well have put a blaster to her head yourself. We never imagined someone could harm her while under the protection of House Rist. Since you're more than capable of taking Duke Corwin from us, we won't resist under 2 conditions. Leave peacefully and speak nothing of this deception to anyone.
Looks like we're finally catching a lucky break.
Will you agree to those terms? Lady, I'm getting paid by the corpse, unless you've got a better offer. Take this then. It's half of what I will send you, provided I never see you again. He's yours, bounty hunter. Just go in peace.
Goodbye, brother. You make sure he gets a proper burial.
I thought there'd be a little bit more to that at the end there. But that's okay. We're good.
Better not tell the Hunt Master he was already dead. They might make us do another one.
Mako's right. So we went to have you go get one dude, but he was already dead.
This is a new low, Rafid.
You're accusing me. If anyone is...
Gentlemen, compose yourselves. Our esteemed guest has returned.
We are busy, bounty hunter, and as you can see, Baron Zakar is otherwise indisposed. My nephew's last act was preparing a sum of credits. I can only assume they're yours.
How'd the Baron bite it?
My nephew was done in by a poisoned glass of wine. Obviously, his overambitious progeny's doing.
I'm ambitious now? Why, uncle? Stooping to compliments, to slander me.
The Baron has no further need of your services. I have to assume the burden of managing my nephew's estate.
As the Baron's only son, I have first claim to succession, hater.
Your claim was forfeit the moment you killed your father. As regent, the title passes to me.
Actually, Father, the Baron passed his authority to our advocate. Legally, the bounty hunter could name the new head of House Gerard.
So this I don't remember at all.
Why do either of you deserve to be Baron?
Being my nephew's faithful right hand for years obviously makes me the most suited to this task. Besides, I've accumulated a tidy sum over the years. Appoint me Baron and I'll see you well rewarded.
Ha! Hader keeps his purse strings so tight he could garrote you with it. Now you look radiant with the blush of power. Ever considered becoming a baroness?
Should either one of them take over, we'll all end up hoppers or lapdogs to the Thools. Advocate, you've already helped me work towards escaping the chattel role I'm relegated to. If you would finally liberate me from these buffoons, I would be very grateful.
There we go.
Enough pandering. What's your decision, Advocate?
The young hothead. I'll say the old man. I wouldn't think that the princess would be a light side choice. I don't think this is a light or dark side issue. But we'll say the princess, because I don't like him, and I don't like him. She's the only one that really kind of like, well, this'll work.
I'm going with Itala.
Father, I shan't have need of your counsel as Vice Baron. You may consider yourself a lord in waiting.
This is your gratitude for rearing you to adulthood?
Think of it as a reward for all the years you devoted to raising me as a commodity. As for you, Raffid, you are hereby banished from House Gerard.
What? You can't! Where will I go?
When have you ever had trouble finding a bed? I'm sure you'll be fine. I can handle things from here, Advocate. Thanks to you, I can now take control of my life.
So instead of going to my ship, it wants me to go to the hangar, so we'll go do that real quick.
Please select an available travel route.
Yeah, this one.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
It's pretty close, but it's faster just take the taxi. Or is it? Because it looks like it's taking me the long way.
Waste of my talents, if you ask me.
Perfection is my goal, Master.
My lady has never even...
And I suppose your house has no interest in bearing Alderaan's next king?
House Pantir is dead. House Thule should find its own way to the crown.
Dead ahead. Better watch your back.
You looking for trouble?
No need to be alarmed. I'm only here to deliver a message. It is unfortunate that our individual arrangements had us at odds earlier, but that's simply the nature of our business. My master wishes to ensure that there's no ill will left between us.
Steer clear of me, and we won't have any problems.
That is acceptable. House Rist will no longer interfere with your affairs. News Taro Blood will not take graciously, I'm sure. He fronted a considerable sum to ensure his rivals were dealt with. I imagine he'll threaten some reprisal, but I think we both know what Taro Blood's word is worth.
Surprisingly honorable, considering you would have thought, you know, that the story would have been like, oh, okay, so he did buy them off, so Rist wants to just take us out one last opportunity or something. But no, they kind of like saw the reasoning and leaving us alone. see. Use your ship's hollow terminal.
Master. Paint to your quarters. Same color, of course, only fresher.
Didn't what's her name want to speak to us? Hold up. I think she's upstairs. I think she's in the cockpit. She's right there. Oh, was that what's his name that wanted to speak with us? Where is he though? Where would he be? Galt. I know I have him out on a mission, but I thought with the new. Oh, there he is. Yeah, so I guess I can't speak to him when I have him out on missions for the most part. I thought they changed that. Like, if you're on the ship and he's here, you could talk to them. That's fine. I am going to call it here though, because between me losing my voice and taking the meds and all that stuff, I need to, gather myself. I'll probably be passing out here very soon anyway, but I appreciate everybody being here. And despite me being sick, I know it's been a while since I streamed. I did try earlier in the week last week, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't make it. So there you go. That's more of with like how I normally look. I look like Darth Helmet there for a while, and the big hole. But anyway, feel better. Get some rest. Thanks for the stream. Sorry. Thank you, Dagger. But yeah, I'll try to get my voice back. Again, I feel fine. I have a cough I can't get rid of, and I probably won't be able to get rid of it for the next week and a half. I know from history that's how it works. So just bear with me. If I can stream this week, I can't. I will try though, but I'm not trying to deliberately, not put those out there. I'm also trying to record some things, edit some things,
I think you'll be quite pleased.
But I will check you guys later. Y'all take care. Thank you very much for being here. Bye-bye.